field. First move, Computer 1. Draw card. Begin duel. Computer 1. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Giant Axe Dwarf, even. Gonna kick off this Earth deck duel.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge.
That has to be one of the highest health card for
Mana release.
2 cost at level 1.
Summon.
And here's its counterpart. If they are friendly, then they do buff each other.
Computer 1.
These are not friends. And that's both Earth fields gone, so no more buffing going off for
Mana
those.
release. Summon.
Illusion Priestess. Interesting facing, but it doesn't really matter.
Attack.
She's magic, so she does not care.
Holy spirits, attack on my word.
And she has blind spots on all 4 sides, so it really does not matter which way you face her.
Computer 2. Draw card.
First bit of damage dealt to Stonewing Dwarf, who won't counter-attack because it's a magic creature.
Mana release. Summon.
Navigus Catapult. Still a 4-2 unbuffed. Jesus. And it's going to bring these dwarves down to size a little bit. That was not a pun on the dwarf's height. They're now a 3-1.
Unlock.
Who's in the better position?
Computer 1. Draw card.
It's fairly even, and that's not just because they've got the same amount of health, roughly.
Mana release.
Computer 1's got dodge, but Computer 2 has the dwarf in the middle, which can attack in all 4 directions, so has better coverage. But the Illusion Priestess is magic, and she can attack anywhere, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. This, however, does.
Attack.
Tritonan Harpoonsman going to attack the Stonewind Dwarf. That's just going to deal 1 damage. Dwarf will try and counter-attack, but those Harpoonsmen do have a dodge attempt. Which comes through for them. Dwarf is also on the 1-1 now. So,
Computer 2.
definitely going to be the target of the next attack.
Mana charge.
Computer 1, rather healthy, 3-3 and a 4 versus 4 and a 1. This is a Giant Axe Dwarf will buff. It gains 1 attack for every Stonewing Dwarf on the board, and the Stonewing Dwarf gains 1 protection
Computer 1.
for every
Draw card.
Giant Axe Dwarf on the board.
Mana charge.
You need 2 damage to kill that Stonewing Dwarf in the middle now.
2. Draw card.
Computer 1 passing. Ooh, that could
Mana
be
release.
costly.
Attack.
Pays into the catapult to do more damage to the dwarf.
Mana release.
Takes it down to a 1-1.
Summon.
Out comes Flame Magus.
Spirits protect you. Impressive.
It will get buff, but it is blind, has blind spots on all sides, and it will finish off the dwarves.
Old friends, lend me your power. You are no match for me.
Mana charge.
Right. So that puts Computer 2 into check.
Check. Computer 1.
Computer 1 will definitely go after the center square,
Mana
but it
charge.
needs to do 2 damage.
Mana release.
Summon a Mesmerization, that's not a good sign. Draw 2 cards, usually a sign of I've literally got nothing. Or I'm just feeling a bit desperate.
Mana release. Summon.
Partmore Flame Lizard. Attack is... its attack cost is 1 less than listed. I've said this thousands of times, I don't know why that exists. It's so dumb. That easily takes care of the Magus. They have blind spots on all sides. The lizard hits for 2, so they get a bonus from the blind spot.
Computer 2. Draw card.
I'd only say Computer 1 is in a better position now, just because the creatures have got more health. There's another Summon a Mesmer's Errand. Computer 1, by the way, can take out the dwarf in the centre without dealing 2 damage. It just has to hit it with magic. It could hit it with its Illusion Priestess and kill it instantly. Protection doesn't help against magic. Instead, we're going to have a duel of the lizards, but these ones are buffed. An extra 2 health, they have quickness, so they will go first. Both creatures, when they've got quickness, is cancelled out by the one that initiates. And because those ones were not buffed, 1 attack is all you need.
Check. Computer 1.
Puts it back into check. Really should use the Priestess.
Mana release.
And it is.
Attack.
Don't have to worry about protection. And magic is involved. That gets rid of the centre square, and it frees up the other Earth space.
Mana charge.
Giant Axe Dwarves lose its damage buff because the Stonewing Dwarf is now dead.
Mana release. Attack.
Harpoonsman. Takes a cheeky poke at the lizards. Not too worried about that. That's 3-2.
Summon.
Out comes Vezar Foot Soldier. If you have allied Vezar Foot Soldiers on the field,
Attack.
they will gain +1 attack. But as it is, they'll just tickle for 1. These lizards have now lost their bonus and are now down to their standard 2 health.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge.
Computer 1 in the better position.
Card.
Got healthier creatures, but they're also... One's got dodge. Computer 2 discarding a Harpoonsman and a Vezar Foot Soldier. For one of the Fist of Vezar magics, discard 2 creatures, at least one must be Earth. An Earth creature. This spell targets all enemies on or adjacent to a selected Earth field. Target creatures are dealt magic damage equal to the number of Earth fields.
Mana release. Summon.
And here is our only Byleth in the deck. Imperial Byleth Guard attacks in 2 directions. And it hits for 2. That hurts.
Mana charge.
Ooh, advantage so far in Computer 2's court now, it's unreal.
Computer 1. Draw card.
Doesn't have any mana on it though.
Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
Computer 1 gonna weaken these guys down to a 1-1. Right, a 1-2.
Mana release.
And it's paying into the priestess to finish them off.
Holy spirits, attack on my world.
Say they've taken
Mana charge.
they've taken a lot of mana to kill them from multiple cards, so
Mana release.
yeah, that's definitely worth having them on the board. And they killed something when they came out. Definitely got his use out of those. Great Minos of Skionda. I can never remember what that thing does. Perfect dodge. The activation cost to attack is 1 less than listed, and you destroy it if it's on a non-fire field. I'm not really sure that catapult will really care. It's still got 2 health.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge.
The priestess is still here, so I imagine she's going to now die. I'm surprised these 2 earth fields have been... One earth field has been unoccupied for so long. There's the second catapult for Computer 2. Gonna take down...
Computer 1.
nothing, it's just going to sit there as a 6-2.
Mana charge. Mana release.
Computer 1 needing to kill.
Attack.
Back into the Minos of Skionda. It's going to incinerate the catapult. Taking itself out of check. He's still only got 1 mana.
Charge. Mana charge.
Extra mana was granted there.
Mana release.
Because if catapult is destroyed, you gain mana equal to the number of earth fields. So 1 mana for killing the catapult as normal, and then 2 extra, 1 for each earth field. And it gets replaced with a Magus, who is apparently going to pick a fight with the giant robots. Ooh, not sure that was a wise choice. Was there a better choice?
Check. Computer 2. Draw card.
Yes, he could have attacked the dwarves and then
Mana
killed them
charge.
with...
Mana release.
I don't know.
Summon.
No, probably was the best choice, actually. Wasn't much in it. Partmole Fire Oracle.
Attack.
Finally gonna kill this priestess that's been on 1-1 for so long.
Forbidden door of promise. Another helpless soul. Mana charge.
That puts Computer 2 into check, and that is some healthy creatures.
Computer
Ooh, this might be difficult to escape from.
1. Mana charge. Mana release.
Ah, that's... Ooh, it's a spell. Summon a Mesmerzeren, draw 2 cards. The desperation is strong. That's his last Summon a Mesmerzeren as well. There's only 2 in the deck.
Discard.
And he's discarding 2 cards. A Giant Axe Dwarf and the Imperial Byleth Guard. Or Fist of Verzar. He's only going to attack this Imperial Byleth Guard. They're going to take 2 damage. They are still alive, but they're on 1.
Mana release.
You can probably now finish with whatever this is.
Summon.
Part more Flame Lizard.
The smell of fresh meat.
So they're definitely going to be able to take it down. Put Computer 1 into check. Downside is these Part more Flame Lizards are only on 2 health, and they have a blind spot facing the space behind them. So 1 damage will take them down.
Mana charge.
And Computer 2 is going to have 4 mana from this.
Check. Computer 2.
Check for Computer 1. 2 creatures on 3, 2 on 2.
Mana
Lizards will
release.
be the target, likely.
Mana
Oh
release.
no, we're going for the Magos. I forgot about those. Rotate the catapult and order it to fire. But that's them dead.
Mana charge.
Let's see if they're blind spot on all sides.
Mana release. Summon.
More lizards. The second wizard duel. Lizard duel even, not wizards.
Not finished yet.
Attack.
Neither with a real advantage here. The only thing is these guys will go first. Because they're activating, so they get to kill the ones in the middle. Because none of them are buffed.
Do not fear. I'll eat you first.
Mana charge.
Does give Computer 1 the chance to resummon onto an Earth space with 4 mana.
Computer 1.
Computer 2 back into check.
Mana
Only
charge.
2 health on those lizards. Probably going to be where the damage goes, he says before they summon up there. Part more Fire Oracle. Yep, they are the target. Fire creature with 2 damage is definitely taking out the lizards.
Dark brethren, come forth. I don't want to die. How does it feel?
Mana charge.
That frees that back up, making it 3 apiece.
Draw card.
Computer 2 able to summon back into check now.
Mana release.
Really no
Summon.
clear target.
I challenge you.
Okay.
I'm not done yet.
Going after the part mole. Gains dodge because it's on water.
Attack.
Why, you devil!
Just 1 damage. It won't counter because it is magic.
Check. Computer 1.
That's pretty strong position to be in now.
Mana charge. Discard.
And we've got another Fist of Vezar coming at the courtesy of a Flame Magus and a Vezar Canine. Oh, where is this one being targeted? That top corner, so 2 damage to the catapult and 2 to the harpoonsman. Brings it down to a 2-1 for the harpoonsman. That's enough for the Oracle to deal with.
Forbidden doors promise.
How could this?
Another helpless soul.
Mana charge. Computer 2. Draw card.
Didn't get to summon anything there,
Charge.
Computer 1, because it spent all its mana, so
Mana release.
again the ball is in Computer 2's court.
Summon.
There's our foot soldier.
Attack.
Interesting that he put it there. And that we're continuing to wail on this Oracle. Because even after that one attack, it's still got 3 health.
Check. Computer 1. Draw card.
And if the Oracle wants, he can just
Mana charge.
kill it. Beguiling Fog. Rotate to target creature into any direction you wish. At 0 cost. They're now facing off the board towards the north.
Mana release.
This
Summon.
is a Katonan Harpoonsman. It will be enough to kill. 1 damage will get buffed by the blind spot.
How could this? No one will defeat me.
Mana charge.
Ooh, my.
Check. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
You were too paying into its Oracle. That's going to take out the Harpoonsman. I forgot this Oracle was on the board. It's not done something in so long. Yep, both Oracles are in play. Both on equal health as well. Both sides of the board standing firm. No one can take the middle. This is the damage that they really need against this guy. That 2 damage takes him down to a 1. Can we finish him off?
Mana release. Summon.
I think they can do it. They're providing protection.
Attack.
Allied creatures on adjacent fields gain +1 protection. On the downside, the wolves are only a 1/1. So just look at them for me and they'll die.
Mana charge.
There was a heal go off there, courtesy of the Magos.
Computer 1.
The Oracle, sorry. If it is destroyed, all allied creatures on the board gain +1 HP.
Mana release. Mana release.
Rotation into the Harpoonsmen, and they're going to attack the Giant Axe Dwarves. Who have got away virtually all of this game with taking no
Mana
damage.
release. Summon.
There's our foot soldiers going to clear out the hounds.
Not done yet.
The canines even. Same thing.
Attack.
No one will defeat me.
And now with those gone, the catapult is going to lose its +1 protection.
Mana charge. Computer 2.
Your 2's looking to summon into check.
Mana charge.
Slightly on the back
Mana
foot
release.
now. Wishes of Goli, this is a big game changer. Flip the elemental field to its opposite side, so this fire field becomes water, opposite of the fire creature stood on it. It loses 2 health, and then 2 more because it's on the opposite element. But in the case of the Great Minos of Skjaldar, it does say on its card, if it stood on anything other than fire, it dies. Then the Oracle's gonna take a fight with the soldiers. Take them down to half health.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge.
Another beguiling fog. It's time for computer 1, and it's going to rotate the Giant Axe Dwarves facing south off the board, giving their blind spot
Mana release.
towards
Attack.
these harpoonsmen. Which will be enough to now kill them.
I lose.
No one will defeat me.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
And out comes Stonewing Dwarf. This will just be a 1-1.
Attack.
Unbuffed. It's going to deal a casual 1 damage to the Oracle.
You devil!
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
And here comes Computer 1's, Computer 2's Great Minos of Skjondar. On the only fire space left.
Computer 1. Draw card.
Computer
Mana
1
charge.
does have advantage now.
Mana release. Summon.
Now comes Illusion Priestess. With dodge.
Attack.
He's looking for the catapult, which cannot counter-attack.
Lost gods of yore.
Reduces that to a 3-2, so it's not too bothered.
Computer 2. Draw card.
Computer 1 into check,
Mana
Computer 2
charge.
needing to kill.
Mana release. Attack.
And take down the soldiers.
Dark brethren, come forth.
I wasn't paying attention to how much mana Computer 2 had, but if it's got something, I would also kill the Stonewing Dwarf and take 2 creatures out in 1 turn.
Mana charge.
Especially if you've got an Earth creature.
Computer 1.
Nope, it's going to hold off against it.
Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
Out comes the Illusion Priestess towards the Fire Oracle.
Holy spirits, attack on my world.
You devil!
It is worth noting that Computer 1 only has 1 card in its hand.
Mana release. Attack.
Its options are limited apart from attacking everything on using its mana to reactivate everything that's already on the board. Which manages to take down the Fire Oracle. Which means a heal to those 2 creatures. Skjondar and the Catapult.
Mana release. Summon.
This was the only card it had in its hand, Stonewing Dwarf, which will be able to
Check.
not do anything actually, it's just going to sit
Draw
there.
card. Mana charge.
I thought the other Stonewing Dwarf on the right side is still a target.
Mana release.
Going to rotate the Skjondar and attack with it to kill. Does leave it with only 1 mana though, so is it
Mana
able
charge.
to summon anything?
Mana release.
Yes.
Summon.
And there's our K9. Would provide protection to all adjacent allies, but there are none, so just going to sit there as a 1-1. Probably going to be food for the harpoonsman.
Attack.
Yep.
No one will defeat me.
We have been going for a while here, so let's have a look at the draw piles. So Computer 1 has 5 cards left to draw, Computer 2 has 7.
Mana
At the moment,
release.
Computer 1 will overdraw first.
Attack.
Priestess attacking Skjondar.
Holy spirits, attack on my world.
Mana release. Summon.
Here comes Aralai the Protector, who's going to provide protection to
Computer 2.
literally allies, more specifically Earth
Mana
allies,
charge.
and he
Mana
gains
release.
protection equal to the number of Earth fields. Now comes second Summoner Mesmerism for Computer 2. They'll draw 2 cards. This could put it in a bit of danger, as far as the draw piles are concerned.
Mana release.
Yeah, Computer 2 will now overdraw first. But it does also need to kill something.
Attack.
That won't kill anything.
Holy spirits, attack on my world.
So all Computer 2 is now doing is running on the RNG that Computer 1's single card that it draws here into its hand is not something that it can summon.
Computer 2.
And it
Draw
can't.
card. Mana charge.
It lives for another round. Computer 2 gonna answer by
Graveyard.
getting rid of Aralai the Protector and a Stonewing, Giant Axe Dwarf to cast Fist of Vezar. Just going to target the centre square, so those 3 are going to take 2 damage. There's not enough to kill any of them, but they are all on 1 now.
Release. Attack.
1 cost into the Priestess, she's going to finish off the Dwarf in the centre.
Holy spirits, attack on my world.
Very hard to see this game not going to a
To expect.
overdraw scenario now.
Mana charge. Computer 1. Draw card.
Computer 1 going to draw its
Mana
second
charge.
card into its hand.
Mana release. Attack.
1 into the Priestess. Just getting use out of her before she likely dies in the next turn.
Spirits, attack on my world.
Well, either her or the Harpoonsman will.
Mana release.
Unless this happens.
Summon.
As our K9 comes out, it's going to provide protection to those 2 creatures on 1 health.
Attack.
And 2 damage dealt to the Priestess is enough to kill it, because she has a blind spot on all 4 sides.
Mana charge. Check. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana
Computer 2 only
release.
has 2 cards left in its draw pile now,
Summon.
so it needs basically every creature that it summons now to stay alive to have a chance of winning.
Attack.
It still needs to try and kill something if it can, which it will. The priestess on 1 health will die this round.
Mana charge.
Computer 1 does have the option of
Computer 1.
taking that priestess down to a 1 with the canines in the
Mana
centre.
charge. Mana release.
But he's going to use Fissures of Goalie on the Skiondar, which is going to flip its elemental field from fire to, I believe that's Byleth. Though the Skiondar dies, it's no longer stood on fire. We have no fire fields.
Mana charge.
A shame this isn't a water deck, we've got 3 water fields.
Summon.
And out comes a catapult. To start a warring duel with the other catapult. Two damage for you. And 2 damage for you.
Check. Computer 2. Draw card.
Computer 2 draws a card, brings it down to only 1 left in the draw pile.
Release.
It can't win now. It is going to take down that catapult.
Mana charge. Mana charge. Mana release.
That's a big cost.
Summon.
Zayholm Fortress. Adjacent fields gain +2 protection.
Computer 1. Draw card.
Unfortunately, it can't.
Mana charge.
It can only summon 1 more creature, so it's not going to reach the magical total of 5.
Summon.
Computer 1 can, though. But it needs nothing to die now. That might ensure it.
Check. Computer 2.
Although
Draw
Computer 2
card.
can still kill the
Mana charge.
Harpoonsman with the Priestess.
Mana release.
Electing not to do it,
Summon.
and instead let a Flame Magus do it.
Attack.
Computer 2 is now out of cards to draw, so... yeah. That's it. Victory will go to Computer 1. Down goes the Harpoonsman.
Mana charge.
Computer 2 goes into check, but it can't play any more creatures, so on the final turn,
Draw card.
is he going to take revenge on the Magus?
Mana release. Summon.
He is not. But take it on the Priestess.
Attack.
I suppose she has killed something which potentially stopped Computer 1 from just winning through direct authority, so best chance to attack her. But her dodge comes into effect,
Computer 2.
which saves her, but she still loses the game.
Computer 1 wins by library defeat.